Hey guys, it's Nicotine here. I'm going to be showing you how to make a really cool growl bass inside of Massive. This is what it's going to sound like. Sorry, wrong one. This one, yeah, there it is. Yep, so this is the basic patch right here. This growl is really fun because this, with the double notch, you can just mess with this little LFO right here, and it makes it completely different growl every time. Just listen to this. So yeah, it's a really fun growl. So let's get right into it. So the first oscillator is going to be this groan 4, and you put it on bend, minus, and plus. Its pitch is going to be -12. The wavetable position is going to be like right below halfway. The intensity, you're going to be wanting to point it, I guess, kind of like along the top of this. I don't know what to call that. The amp is 100%. Yeah, that's it for that oscillator. So oscillator 2 is AI and bend minus plus again, -12. Put the wavetable position pointing at the T just about. The intensity is right above halfway. Put the amp below halfway just a little bit. You can just mess with this to make it sound a little bit better. I put the amp down with an LFO going up because with it up like this, it just has too much noise. So it sounds better with a little LFO coming up with it. There's no oscillator 3. So for your modulation oscillator, ring mod, you're going to want to put it on your first oscillator and put this right just past, or right just before the R. Put the pitch down 12, and your phase, put it on your AI, the second oscillator, and just like barely up, if anything, just like a tiny bit, just because it does so much. No white noise. I had white noise in here, but it just sounded too messy, so took it out. Parabolic shaper. Turn the dry wet just tiny bit below halfway, maybe just halfway is good. Drive is all the way down, and we'll put some LFO on it later. Then this, we're going to put a hard clip on. Put this halfway, dry wet, and put the drive below halfway, just a wee bit. So for filter 1, we're going to do a double notch, and the cutoff is going to be just above 25%, and then the resonance is going to be pointing at between the E and the R. And make sure this is all the way up. Your filter 2, band reject, turn the cutoff like more than halfway. You can just mess with this, obviously, to make it sound good. The bandwidth pointing at the N. We'll put some LFO on that later. Resonance just barely above halfway. Make sure this is up, obviously. So then for your first LFO, you can have it on just normal LFO, but Performer's a lot better because you can make it do cool stuff. So I kind of just made mine. I don't know, you can just kind of customize your own. I will have the patch link in the description, so if you want to download it and have the same exact pattern as me, you can go right ahead. For FX1, we're going to put a teletube halfway. This just gives it some fatness, gives it some meat. Dimension expander for your FX2, dry wet, just above 25% is good. Size just a little bit up. This just gives it a little stereo effect. So your EQ high shelf is going to be up past the F on high shelf. Frequency is going to be about pointing at the F. Then you'll put a little LFO on that, putting it down. Just gives it a little more movement, I guess. And the boost, you're going to want to put this pointing past the B. Low shelf, just down a tiny bit. I guess it depends on if you want your growl to have sub bass in it or not. So then in your AI, you're going to drag the LFO over here and bring it down a little above 25%. And then, like I said over here, if you want it to have more white noise like this, you can, but it sounds a lot more clean like that. So then just drag it over here, put this maybe halfway, and then just drag your LFO all the way up. Put this LFO on your double notch, and then like I showed earlier, you can just mess with this to make really cool sounds. Yeah, and then band reject, you're gonna put the LFO in the bandwidth and put it down probably 25%. And then under voicing, my Unisano is on 4, and pan position is on, and you put it just above 50%. Gives it a lot more stereo spread, I guess. Put it on mono rotate, and this bottom one too. Then your oscillator, you're going to want to turn the time up so that it has time to glide down, so it sounds really cool if you want to do some pitch automation or whatever. I believe that is it. So thank you guys for watching. The patch will be in the description if you want to go download it, and subscribe for more. See ya!